Let's hope it works this time. It's
so stoked to use it. Hey, babe.
Hey.
Look at my dusty. Look at all fresh to this. Okay.
You know.
Look at 10 years younger. Damn, they say black don't crack, but you fine. Okay? Look at here. Look at here. Oh, did you hear what I said earlier? For everyone who books an Ask B session for 11/11, they will get a My Future Looks Bright Peppermint Swirl Bubble Bath Powder with the crystal ball on it. And it's a 2-pack. So you will need to drop your address in my DM after you book a session with Ask B after the conversation, and I will send you this 2-pack My Future Looks Bright Peppermint Swirl Bubble Bath Powder to get more in tune with your third eye. And trust me, it works. It works. I just used it tonight, actually. I was feeling a little bit under the weather, so I was like, let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can put in my bath to make me feel more better, basically. Oh. And I was like, okay, I just picked this up from the store. I bought like 5 or 6 of them, and let me tell y'all, I feel 10 times better now. Of course, I'm taking medicine as well. But after my bath, I felt so much better. So welcome, everyone. B, how are you doing?
I'm going to be real with the people. Today has been a day. Today has been a day. And what's funny is tonight's topic, I was talking to somebody about it last night. So I was just like, oh, I already know what I'm contributing. But yeah, today has been a day. It's been one of those days where it's things that's beyond my control. So I couldn't really control it. Mm-hmm. And because other people don't know what's happening, they just decide to just dump and push back. And it's like, I had to catch myself because now Bestie knows, and there's a few others that know that when you open a certain door, you get a different B. And my saying has always been, I'm always an angel. Get this, I am always an angel. It just depends on which angel you invoke at that time.
You want.
Now, which one do you want? Peace, love, happiness, joy, or wrath? Because, baby, I will give you one if you need. Listen.
Clutch my pearls.
So, yeah. So it's been one of those days, and I worked 12 hours today.
Oh wow!
And I had a class. It was an amazing class, by the way. 2 amazing speakers. Good. 2 amazing speakers. But yeah, it's just been a day. Mm-hmm. And so tomorrow they will not see me. They will not see me. Boundaries.
I know that's right. Click, click. Them boundaries got to come up.
Yes.
Them boundaries got to come up so them devils can come down.
Exactly.
We say that. You got to have them boundaries up emotionally and physically.
Exactly.
So, listen, I want to make sure you're good before we start the show because I know you have a lot on your plate already with school, with work.
Yes.
With your pet.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad we got that out the way first and foremost because it's important to check in. I'm gonna start doing that actually with the collective. Like instead of saying drop where you guys are from, I'm gonna say drop how you guys are feeling in the comments because that's important. That's essential for us to start off with acknowledging how we feel and why we feel that way.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because some of us don't have people to ask us, how was your day? What happened?
I know.
What won, So,
speaking of, if you are out there and you want to ask me how my day is, you want to rub my feet, run my bubble bath, cook me a dinner, take me on a date or 2, baby, I am available. I'm just going to put that out there. Put it out there.
You heard it here first.
Okay?
You heard it here first. She is accepting applications, okay?
Yes. And don't play, because Spirit will let me know who's real and who's fake.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna slide in his DM, make sure you slide in there serious. Like, make sure you're not on some like clownish, okay? Because B can see through the veil. Before you even slide in, B see you coming, okay? So make sure you coming correct. Before you slide in, we already know you coming. So come correct.
And how you coming, okay? See? This is oh.
Sometimes I hate taking medicine, but I know it's necessary. But sometimes it be so like,
I know.
The aftermath be like, who invented this?
It's like
trying to kill it?
especially,
really?
Especially when it hits the back of your tongue, and you can't flick the back of your tongue. You can't go to and put some. It's back there. It's like
you be like, okay, Spirit, I know this is a necessity. Like I gotta take this to get better, but damn.
Right.
So, anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and deep dive.
Yes.
So let's get the introductions out the way. If it's your first time here, welcome. If not, welcome back. I'm actually Anya, an intuitive alchemist, an energy reader, and I'm just here to help y'all heal, all right? And we're healing with humor because I truly believe that laughter is always the best medicine. Talk to these people, B.
I am B. I'm also known as Bagoon. And I am an instrument for the spirit to use at any given moment in time. You will see me operate in a multitude of gifts. And yes, I do get checked by spirit too. So don't think I just be out here checking folks. But as Ashley stated, we are here to help you heal, whether that's holding the hands, popping those hands, making you dance, making you laugh, giving you a shoulder to cry on. We're going to make sure that you get what you need. Okay? First and foremost.
That's right. Make sure that you guys leave spiritually fed. And this is why we are here. We do this for you guys. We ain't new to this. We true to this.
We true to this.
We do it because we know y'all need it as much as we do. So just as well as we're feeding you guys, but we're also feeding our own souls and spirits, okay? So welcome, Present Warrior 222. Oh, I love that name.
Okay,
welcome.
I was looking at that too. I love that name.
Welcome. 222. That's right, alignment. Okay, I need some alignment in my life tonight. Because this doggone cold trying to take us out. Thank you for joining us, my love. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you guys peep tonight's topic, we are talking about what season you guys are in. What season of your life are you currently in? All right? Not where you want to be, not where you used to be, but where your soul is actually right now. All right? So we're going to just dive right into it. Some of you guys may be in a healing season. I'm trying to get to that point right now. I'm trying to heal, from this bug. I won't say I'm sick because words have power. I'm feeling a little under the weather, but I'm trying to heal from this little bug right now. So I'm in a healing season, all right? If you guys are in a healing season, this is a phase where you guys need to rest and be productive with pouring into yourself. If you are healing, it's okay to work. It's okay to get her done, get the job done, but you need to be in a season of being productive intuitively, slowing down, because sometimes slowing down actually means moving forward. I'll say it again. Sometimes slowing down actually means moving forward. You may feel more sensitive than usual. This is spirit trying to heighten your senses, trying to get you to be tapped into the ethereal realms, to tap into your spiritual gifts. So spirit is urging you guys, as well as your ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, ascended masters, urging you guys to slow down. They just want to get to know you.
Get out my head.
Don't turn around, because I'm pretty and think it's good to me. So slow down. And I need to take that advice myself. Hi, realists. I got to take my own advice. I need to slow down because I am always on the run. Always trying to figure out what I can do next, what I didn't do. Did I do it right? Can I do it again? So this is for me too, to slow down, because whatever you got to get done is going to get done. It doesn't have to get done right then and there expeditiously. It can get done when it needs to get done. All right. There is no time clock on everything. All right. Like, you're not punching a clock with life. You might be punching the clock with your job, but you are not punching the clock with life. All right, so slow down, because your nervous system is recalibrating. Your nervous system is recalibrating. So if you are constantly on go, always rushing, how can you heal? When your nervous system is so used to you jerking and jiving and hopping and hiving all over the place, your nervous system can't heal. So you got to slow down. You got to slow down. This season is asking you not to prove anything unless you're proving it to yourself. Again, this season is asking you not to prove anything unless you are proving it to yourself, okay? It's asking you to feel everything that you've avoided. So if you are consistently in a season or in an energy of proving something, you can't feel everything because you're trying to get outside validation, all right? Because you're trying to prove to someone outside of yourself that you're worthy, that you're honorable, that you're valuable, that you're this, that, and the third. So it's asking you, it's urging you to stop looking outwardly and look inwardly. All right, look inwardly and tap into your gifts and stop feeling like you always got something to prove. All right. So yeah, so some of you guys may be in that healing season. All right. Now, a lot of you guys may be in the rebuilding season. What do I mean by rebuilding? A lot of you guys may be trying to break down old structures that used to work for the old version of you, trying to rebuild because old structures did resonate with the old you. But because you are evolving, remember, everything on Mother Gaia has to evolve. So because you are evolving, old structures, outdated timelines, old ways of life are not aligning with who you are right now. So a lot of you guys are in the rebuilding season, okay? Old structures could not hold the new version of you, right? So life cleared that foundation and you are starting from the mud. Like, a lot of you guys are getting it out the mud right now, and you are literally rebuilding an entire new life, an entire new identity. So as well as being in the healing season, a lot of you guys are in the rebuilding season. You are literally rebuilding yourselves, rebuilding your brand, rebuilding your lives, rebuilding your foundations, okay? And again, you cannot do that if you are consistently looking outwardly and trying to compare, compete with other people. So this is why you guys have to look internally and have to stay close to yourself, to your spirit guides, to your soul family, so that when you are led astray, you can recalibrate and come back home. And what I mean come back home is come back home to yourself. You are home. Your soul family reminds you of home, where you should be, what path you should be on, which is why it's so important to be around people that are on the same journey as you. Not identical journey, just the same spiritual journey as you, growth, evolving, being a better person. You know what I'm saying? It's important to be around like-minded individuals, basically. So yes, a lot of you guys are in the rebuilding season. This season requires patience, discipline, and self-trust. Trusting yourself, trusting the decisions that you are making are right, even if they're wrong. Does that make sense? Trusting the decisions that you're making are right, even if it's wrong, because everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. So even if it's not the right decision now, or if it led to a wrong turn, it was supposed to happen. That was supposed to happen because whatever trial and tribulation you went through was supposed to help you, help your soul grow, help your spirit evolve, help teach you something. Yeah.
Share something, because before I got on, I was watching, it was a clip of Viola Davis, and she was talking about relationships. And she was saying, she was talking about how with most people, when they get older, a lot of people fall in love with the youthfulness and the young version of yourself, not realizing that you get older and those things change.
Change.
And so she was saying that if most people are not there for the long haul, they're there for that youthfulness and that joy and that quickness of it all. And so it's important to find people that's in it for the long haul. And I said that makes so much sense. But I was also thinking about it on the spiritual level, right? Because I've thought about myself. Some of my friends that watch, my journey, right? And so I don't. For those who don't know, I was married at one point. I got a divorce. And I remember my circle, my group asked me, would you ever get married again? And I said, oh, absolutely. Absolutely, because I'm not holding love hostage for what somebody else did to me, and what happened between us. We've since then, amended and moved forward. But the thing is that taught me some things because it pushed me in the right direction of my journey. Because that's when my awakening process started happening, is doing this chaos. And so or a chaotic moment for me. Let me be clear. It was a chaotic moment for me because multiple things was happening. But in that, I started thinking, I said, well, it makes sense. That's why a lot of people find their true love at an older age. Because at that point, they've had to release the quickness. And now they're looking for people who are going to be solid for the rest of their lives, right? They don't want the quickness. They want to be deeply rooted. They want to have goals, visions, and dreams, and they want to work on those things together. And in order to do that, you have to release the quickness of it all. And I was just like, oh, baby, like, I love that. Because I want that slow kind of love, that even though we're older, we can grow older together. We can, as they say, we can age like fine wine together. Because let's face it, the wine doesn't lie, baby. There's no product here, So I'm just saying, and this is for anybody, right? When you find that person that you can grow, you can insert your roots and grow no matter when y'all meet, baby, those roots are going to prosper. Your love is going to prosper and you're going to push each other. And guess what? Most of the time it keeps you youthful anyway, because you found somebody who can hold you down while you hold them down, lift you up while you lift them up.
That is very true. I love that. And a lot of spiritualist speakers, just in general, people that have gone through the healing journey, they have said that a lot of times you do find the love of your life when you're older because you're more evolved. Your checklist changes. Things that matter to you that maybe didn't matter to you when you were younger, they matter now. It's important to find someone that can regulate their emotions, that's emotionally available, that is on the healing journey, that is present, that wants to be present, that wants to actually work through things and not just avoid it and just, let it, figure itself out. Like, so many things change once you become wiser, I'll say, not older. Right. Your taste kind of changes, your type sometimes changes too, because sometimes our type is not necessarily what's good for us, what's right for us. It's just what we're attracted to. You understand? So that's why it's important. You'll always hear me say to know yourself, know thyself, because you might be attracted to a certain type and look at the past relationships that you've been in and they've never worked out because your type wasn't right for you. That's just what you were attracted to, but that wasn't necessarily what was right for you. So that's why it's important to know yourself. So thank you for that example, B. That is so true. A lot of people find love after 40. You've heard of so many success stories. I know Oprah's had a lot of people on her show that have gone through like so many tumultuous relationships. And then once they turn 40, it's like the sun came out, like the sun card flew out, you know. It's like that's when they were able to find their Prince Charming, you know, or their wife, because you know when you're 40 you're just different, you're more evolved, you know, you know what you want and you're not willing to settle. So
And
that makes sense.
I
So
was going to share
yeah.
really quickly. My great uncle that I was speaking to everyone about a few weeks ago.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
he lost his first wife, my great aunt, at 79.
Oh
When
wow.
he was 81 years old, he got remarried to his high school sweetheart, and they lived
Oh wow.
up until he transitioned a few weeks ago.
Wow. High school sweetheart?
Yes.
Oh my God. That is beautiful.
Right. And so he still had another 20 years worth of love after he had so many other years. And I don't remember when he and my first aunt, were married, but they were alive enough for me to have been a child and was in college, right?
Yeah.
You know, and even after college, I would say, before he found the second love. Yeah.
Yeah. You will be, realist. You got to speak that into existence. Listen, I learned a long time ago, words have power. So you say, not if only, you will be that lucky. Okay? You will be that lucky. And I have to tell myself that too, you know, like stop wishing, stop you know, thinking that, you know, you're not capable of XYZ, because as long as you're walking long as you're walking in truth, and as long as you're on your spiritual path, good things will come to you, and things that you are manifesting will come to you, as long as you're doing the right thing. Because why not? Why wouldn't spirit bless you if you're aligning with your soul's purpose? If you're living in your truth, why wouldn't spirit meet you halfway? Why wouldn't the universe bless you with someone who is, in fact, walking their spiritual path and walking in truth? It's inevitable for you guys to meet, you know? So that's how I have to think now too, instead of being like, oh, you know, maybe, or I wish, or someday. No, that's just going to happen, because I know the spirit that I speak to. I know the spirit that, you know, blesses me. So yeah. But so yeah, so a lot of you guys are in this rebuilding phase, right? The old structures couldn't hold the new versions of you, so they're being torn down. This season is about patience, discipline, and self-trust. You're learning how to build something that actually supports you. You're learning how to build something that actually supports you, and not only you, but the new version of you, because you're going to go through many versions of yourselves. It's not about you, you know, switching up. It's about you evolving. Because if you are the same person you were last year, something's wrong. Exactly. If you're the same person you were last month, something's wrong. You should be constantly evolving and learning from your mistakes. That is vital. Learning from your mistakes, especially if the mistakes are monumental. Yes, okay, we're going to make, you know, frivolous mistakes here and there, but if you're making the same monumental mistakes, you're not learning from them. And you're going to be headed nowhere fast, finding yourself in the same situations, like Bestie and I always say, just with different energies, with different people, but in the same situation. So please make sure you guys are learning from your mistakes. And it's so critical not to rush this phase, okay? What you are creating now is meant to last. Why? Because you are in a new phase of your life, to where not only are you learning, but you know what you want. You know how to get it, and you know you're not going to settle for less. So you walk different, right? Does that make sense? Like where you are now is different than where you were in high school. It's different than where you were in college. It's different than where you were when you were a young adult. So the situations coming at you are going to feel different. So it's up to you to approach them different in order to get to that next level. All right. Now, many of you guys might be in the harvesting season. Harvesting season, the time of receiving recognition, clarity, peace, abundance, because you've done the work. You've rectified everything. So you may be in the season of, okay, spirit, I'm ready. arms wide open. Give me them blessings. Y'all may be in that season. I feel like I'm in that season now. Like I'm ready for my blessings. Give them to me, and say that with confidence. I'm ready, Spirit. So bring on the blessings. Not please can I have, you earned them. So bring on the blessings, Spirit. Y'all have done the work. Now the universe is just returning the energy. And if you have in fact done the work, if you've done the work or not. If you have learned the lesson, if you have conquered it, aced it, and you're not repeating the same toxic cycles, that you're in the season of harvesting, right? Of receiving your blessings from Spirit because you've done the work, all right? So let yourself enjoy this moment. Don't feel like you got to do more work or, is it okay for me to receive? Yes, it's okay for you to receive. You've done the work. More importantly, you've done the soul work. So it's okay for you to receive. It's okay for you to say, Spirit, I'm ready for the blessings. Rain down on me. Rain down on me. Melodies from heaven. That was my jam when I used to go to church. Oh my God, that was my jam. So yeah, it's okay for you guys to receive the blessings. It's okay for you guys to open up and receive them, all right? And here is an affirmation for you. I receive what I've earned with gratitude. Say that in the morning time. I receive what I've earned with gratitude. I receive what I've earned with gratitude, because not only does that open up the gates of heaven, okay, for you guys to receive what you've earned, but it lets Spirit know that you're worthy of it. Because how can the universe bless you if the universe doesn't know that you feel like you're worthy of it? It's kind of like an oxymoron. If you don't feel like you're worthy of it, why would the universe bless you? Because you're still uncertain. Like, you're not sure. So it's like, okay, well, I don't know if I should give you this because, maybe you won't take care of it because you're not certain that you really deserve it. So you have to be certain. You have to be sure. You have to be positive that you deserve these blessings, this upgrade, this anointment, okay, this calling, this new life, this new energy, so that Spirit can bless you. And last but certainly not least, a lot of you guys may be in the releasing season, releasing things, okay, shedding identities, habits, old ways of life, connections that no longer serve you. A lot of you guys may be in this season preparing for the harvesting season, because remember, you can't get the harvest if you're still holding on to old energies, dead weight, things that are keeping you back, keeping you sinking in that boat. You can't receive the blessings if you're holding on to things that are holding you back, right? So a lot of you guys may be in the season of shedding identities, habits, connections, and this season can feel lonely. And you know what I've learned? A lot of people cannot be by themselves. And if you can't be by yourselves, that is a problem. Because when you are by yourself, that's when you learn the most about your habits, your tendencies, your traits, your everything. Like, being by yourself, you learn so much about yourself, to where when someone else tells you something about yourself, you're going to be like, that's not true, because I done spent months and years by myself. So I know how I am. You can't tell me X, Y, Z. But you can't do that if you are constantly bouncing around from connection to connection to connection, picking up other people's traits, tendencies, and energies and karma. So it's vital for you guys to be able to stand in your own shadow, stand by yourself, because while you are in solitude, that's when you learn the most about yourself, right? Yep. So this season can feel lonely, but it's not a loss. It's alignment, and it's clearing space for something better, for something true, for something more stable. So even if you are in a season where you feel like, damn, I don't know, like, how long this is going to last, is preparing you. Spirit always has to get you by yourself to prepare you for something greater, for something better. Spirit always has to get you by yourself. It definitely takes time, all right? So here's an affirmation for you guys. Those of you guys that are by yourself trying to figure out, okay, well, when, Spirit, damn. I have an affirmation. I release with grace and trust what is ahead. I release with grace and trust what is ahead. I release with grace and trust what is ahead. All right. And that's going to help you guys with, feeling like, I'm not sure, what's going on, why I'm, feeling like, I have to be in solitude. Spirit is preparing you for something better. Okay. And just know that every season serves a purpose. Nothing is permanent. Every season serves a purpose. Nothing is permanent. And you have to honor where you are. Honor where you guys are instead of rushing to the next chapter. Honor where you are instead of rushing to the next chapter. And that's all I have. Those are the 4 seasons that you guys may be in. Hell, you may be in all 4 seasons. Who's to say you gotta pick one? You may be in all 4 seasons, releasing, receiving, rectifying. You may be in all 4 seasons. It's fine. But the kicker is to know which one that you're in and to identify it and acknowledge it. Because sometimes you don't make the connection and you're like, okay, well, I'm lonely, so that must mean I deserve to be alone. No. Spirit is isolating you to prepare you for something else. That's why you're in the release season, because Spirit is preparing you for something, not because Spirit wants you to be by yourself. Spirit is preparing you for something better. So that's the kicker, to acknowledge and to understand what season or seasons you are in. Okay? And that's all I have.
So listen, I don't know if y'all have a 4 Seasons mall, but in North Carolina we had a mall called 4 Seasons Mall. It's in Greensboro, North Carolina. And I've always loved it because the emblem was always leaves, but it was different settings of leaves, like summer, winter, spring, and fall, like or branches, I should say. But it was basically showing you how the leaves of the tree change. And so you very well may be in all 4 seasons. You get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. I'm not going to pull cards. I was shuffling, and Spirit said, no, you already know what season this is. And basically Spirit gave me the 3 cards that we would focus on for the collective. The first card is the 10 of Swords card, meaning you're releasing. You're releasing not only the mental stress of overthinking and stressing out, but what Spirit was saying is that you are now removing the daggers, the swords from out of your life. And that's important to know, because you can be in a state for so long that when you start to heal, healing actually feels funny. It feels kind of awkward because you're not used to that anymore. So, for example, I don't think I have ever shared this. So about 2 years ago, Bestie knows and a few others know, I woke up and I tried to take 2 steps and I fell on the floor. And I couldn't walk. And I thought, I was like, why am I being paralyzed? I'm still young. I'm still young, vibrant, and free. What is happening? Why can't I walk? And I tried my best to just get up and force myself up. But the more I forced, the more I fell. So fast forward, I found out that my spine had been twisted. Like your spine is supposed to be like this. My spine was like this. Wait, like this. Yeah. My spine. My complete vertebrae had been twisted to like a 180-degree angle. And my pelvis had been pushed up and was leaning. And the doctor said, have you seen your x-rays? And I said, no. So he showed me, he told me what was happening. And he said, I have to readjust you. He said, because you're twisted. And he said, and apparently you didn't know. And I said, obviously, that's why I'm here. And then he asked me the strangest question. So I thought it was strange. And he said, do you have trouble breathing? And I was like, he said, like, do you find yourself holding your breath? And I said, yes. because for the last few years I would talk, but it seemed like I was holding my breath, like, and I had to get all my sentences out in one breath, because if I didn't, I would lose my breath. It was like
Oh
that.
my God.
So he said that's because your spine was off. And when your spine is off, it presses up against your lungs. And so you can't breathe the correct way. So he gave me some breathing exercises as he was adjusting or readjusting my spine. And then once he readjusted my spine, I noticed that I was no longer holding my breath. I noticed that my breathing was better. I noticed that I could sing the way I used to sing, because my singing had changed. And I said, wait, now I hope I didn't lose my gift, because, I love music. Hold up. What's going on? And it was because I was in pain and didn't realize it and had become so accustomed to it. And so I did have to learn how to breathe the proper way all over again. And so that's what many of us have been in. We've been in that state of pain and anguish for so long that now the healing is here, and we're still operating as if we were in a cramped box. That's how I like to picture it. And Spirit is like, no, now is the time of bloom. Spring is here. I know it's winter outside, but spring is here, right? And then the second card was the Ace of Pentacles. And it's you saying, prepare yourself to receive the things that you didn't think that you were going to receive. Because remember, once you put away the swords, it's like, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles out my way. Right?
That's right.
So it's like, now the things that you thought was hindering you, and it no longer has stake. And it's important to know. Hold on, I'm asking a question. Okay. I'm gonna say that part for the last card, and you'll see why. But it's important to know that you are no longer in that space, because now as you start to do things differently, and you're going to catch yourself, you're going to be like, oh, I didn't pop off on that person this time. Or, oh, I've been really putting my foot down these days. Right? I've been really making sure that my boundaries are my boundaries. You may have started to see the things yourself, right? And it's because that is who you are to be in this season. It's meant for you to be the changes that you have been witnessing or experiencing about yourself. And like Ashley stated, you can only notice them once you have been by yourself. When you're in a crowd of people, you're not going to notice the changes. You're not going to notice how you start acting like them and not yourself. Somebody from the outside has to tell you, you didn't used to act like that. Now you acting like you're proud. Right? And so now the last card is the Chariot card. And it's not so much as it's coming quickly. I mean, it is coming quickly, right? But it's more like it's at a constant pace that's guided by you. And when I say guided by you, I don't mean that you're guiding your things towards you. What I mean by that is that you are in this area where you're at a constant pace of going towards the things that you want. And it's like running a 4x4 for my track runners. It's like, in that first round, you're not going to run as fast. You're going to take that slight jog, right? And then you may pick it up just a little bit just to kind of create distance. And it's like, that's where we are. We're at that slow jog. But then when it's time for us to go through that door, oh baby, we run in full force, But the thing is, you're not going to notice that you're running full force because it's just going to be like a natural instinct. It's going to be like, okay, I've been running. Okay, is that? Oh, wait, that's my thing. That's the door I've been looking for. But it's like in your everyday life, you're not going to notice that. But in your spiritualness, it's going to be like, bam, smack right into it. And before you know it, I'm not going to say manifested. You have met your manifestation. You have acquired your manifestation, right? And where I was going with that is that, so the conversation that I had last night was that I have been, well, one, and I think I did share this. I was like, hey, this is the Brian from 2007, 2008, right? It's not so much as the me as in 22-year-old me ready to explore the world. No, it's the same energy of I know exactly who I am. Because after that, a few years later, I would learn to put down my guard and become somebody I didn't even recognize. Now is the time where I picked back up my guard. And baby, unless you got the spiritual passcode, you can't enter. Unless you got the spiritual passcode, baby, I'm gonna give it to you. What is it? Salt, no chaser, straight tequila. Straight no chaser, straight tequila. Baby, I hope you can take what you get, what you're gulping down. Right? And it's even to the point where people, when you let people slide with things a lot, and then you get to that point, okay, now I got to put my foot down because now you're taking it a little too far, right? You gotten a little too comfortable. Now it's not, should I really do that right now? No, it's I said what I said and I need it done now. I said what I said because this is how it's supposed to be. Now, listen, I'm trying to keep it cordial. Consider this your strict warning, right?
Right.
Consider this a strict warning. You don't want to see the other side because the other side is nasty. Okay, I'm telling you that now. I don't care how big and bulk you are.
Yeah.
Like, and the example that I had to give somebody today is, listen, I am a very calm and cool and happy person. Okay. However, at the same time, I don't care how hood you are. I don't care how much you think you can bulk up. Baby, you coming up against hell when you come up against me. I think hell is a little bit deeper than hood. Okay. And I said that with the intentions of saying, baby, you can't come up against spirit.
That's right.
Because I have had 2 instances so far where people thought that they could buck up against me, and out of my mouth came words or directions, and I would look and say, that was not me. And sometimes it's your higher self speaking through you saying, no. No. And so the fact that I had to realize that my highest self is that cutthroat, double-edged sword will slice to and fro, baby. You got to withstand it. If you don't want your feelings hurt, if you don't want to be corrected, do the right thing the first time. Right?
That's right.
Because that's what spirit does. Spirit corrects us all so that we can get on the right path. And that is why when we are being guided by spirit, we have to cut people off. We have to lose a few things. Right? And it's because we're not listening to spirit. So the spirit has to use that mama daddy voice. Now, I told you to start running up and down these halls. And now you done slipped and fell. And now I got to give you something else to cry about when later. Okay. So go sit down. I'm not going to tell you no more. Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's that
Mm-hmm.
sternness. And yes, although I'm talking about the sternness within myself, that thing that's in you that's changing is becoming stern. It's becoming solidified. So
Yeah.
as you are coming towards it, you are embracing it, you're embodying it. So you're not just walking through the door, you're actually embodying it, transforming into it. So
Mm-hmm.
whether that is
Mm-hmm.
love, whether that is happiness, like true happiness, you're going to
Mm-hmm.
come to it and you're going to be so stern about it. So what's the word? Grounded. Thank you, Spirit. You're going to be so
Mm-hmm.
grounded in it that you have no choice but to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and I saw like the
Mm-hmm.
chat earlier, like a few people were talking about love, right? It's like you're
Mm-hmm.
going to come into this era of your life. It's going to be like a switch too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get to this point where you're going to walk in the house like, dang, I look good. I don't know why I'm hearing Barry White right now and I'm seeing Barry White, but it's like that Barry White, come on, baby. Like really, you want something smooth and brown and chocolatey that's gonna hold you at night, baby. Come on, and it's like that swoop suave, and it's gonna be like people are gonna be drawn to you, and you're gonna be like, I'm just being me, baby. What's up?
That part.
And
That
it's
part.
like, but where have you been? I have always been here. You have been walking past me, past the streets, but I have noticed you. So what's up?
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you in this
Mm-hmm.
for real, or are you in my face just to play games?
That part.
You have a nice day, sweetheart. You're not the one. And now it's like
Mm-hmm.
you're making the decisions. You're making the statements that you want to have and to hear, right? And we are all doing this in whatever we're growing up in. Whether that's not taking stuff, whether that's seeing a lighter season in our lives, right? And that is the difference between what was and what is now and what's to come. So, like in this transition season, what are you already experiencing or doing that has caught even yourself off guard? That is the area that you're growing in. And it may not be the thing that you want to grow in, but I guarantee it's going to be the tool to help you pull in what you've been asking spirit for. Remember, things don't happen by chance. It's happening for a reason.
That's right. Sorry, I had to get my charger because my computer was fixing to cut off. Now, you had a couple of comments, a couple of chats in the comment. Letting folks slide. I think Present Warrior had a couple of comments. I wasn't sure if she was referring to the read or whatnot. But you had a couple of. Can you see the chat?
Yeah. Every time we get to a certain part, it pops back up. Let me see.
Okay. I can't even pick up my computer because it's charging.
I was trying now. Okay, now you have to explain the original 13. I don't remember. I see bringing back the original 13. I don't know what what that was in reference of. Oh, 133.
And also Present Warrior, if you want to be on our live, we would greatly welcome you, but we have to properly vet you prior to having you on. So if you want to shoot myself or be a DM prior to us going live, just so we can just, chop it up with you before we go live, do that. And we'll bring you on to our live. Yeah. And we do that with everyone just to make sure, you're you good. You know what I'm saying? So shoot us a DM and we'll chop it up with you next Tuesday. And we can bring you on.
Oh, it's 9.
Now, what were you saying? You needed clarification of? Oh, the 12 disciples. Okay. Yeah, no worries.
Zodiacs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why and yes, numerology plays so much into it because it literally shows you the path.
Mm-hmm. It does, yeah.
I was reading something and it was like you need to pay attention to the number 999 because that's for you. And I was like, I haven't seen 999. The minute I acknowledged that I had not been seeing 999, all of a sudden I started seeing 999 everywhere. I said, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand now. So it's and sometimes you have to say that. Spirit, whatever you are trying to show me in this season, make it clear because I'm not seeing it. And it's gonna hit you like a baby.
It'll come through crystal clear. It'll come through. Like whatever you're uncertain on, I'm telling you, you ask for clarification. And if you ask for clarification before you go to sleep, that's when it's gonna really come through clear. Like it's gonna be almost a direct answer from spirit. Because remember, when you go to sleep, you enter the astral realms, like the dream state, basically. And so that's when spirit can connect with you because you're now entering into the state of you being in your 5D mind, the subconscious mind that you're not conscious of. And so whatever you ask, you're basically asking your higher self, and your higher self is going to respond to you with a direct answer. So if you're unsure about anything, ask before you go to sleep, and I guarantee you'll dream it, or you will literally see yourself as you're dreaming answering that same question. Try it. I've done it several times and I've gotten a direct answer, whether it be, spirit speaking in parables or dream playing out the answer that I had, but I always get a direct answer. Always. Always, always, always. So yeah. 12 Zodiac.
I feel like somebody has a dream for me to interpret. Who has a dream or has an unexplained dream? I guess I'm kind of like easing into Ask B, but it just like, and I was like, oh wait, hold on, okay, somebody has a dream.
Let me go ahead and drop you. Hey Ash, our besties on. It's B Royal 2, right?
Yes.
I always forget. I'm sorry. Got these damn nails on. It's hard for me to type.
She fancy. She got the nails on, honey.
Oh, she fancy now. Hair done, nails done, everything. Hair done, nails done, everything. My besties on.
Yes.
The pin the comment, yeah.
See what I said? I told you.
That's crazy.
Like it just hit me. I was like, somebody has an unexplained dream. I'm telling y'all, spirit really.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Ash, that is insane.
Well,
that is insane.
Whenever you think about it, definitely ping me because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said she forgot about it.
Because the way it
and that happens. That happens a lot. That's why it's good to have a dream journal next to your bed, because if you forget your dream, just write down little like tidbits and like little details, and I guarantee you, like something will trigger it throughout the day and remind you on what you dreamt about. Because like today, I dreamt of something last night, and I was like, "What the did I dream about?" And then something triggered, and I was like, "Oh wait, that's what it was." But I had notes prior to me even waking up, and I was like, "Okay, so that's why it's good to have a little notepad, a little dream journal next to your bed."
I'm the same way too, Ashley. Sometimes I forget the dream, and then I realize, okay, well maybe it wasn't meant for my cognitive state to remember, but maybe my spiritual mind to understand and receive that message. So
Mm-hmm.
I completely
Yeah.
understand that.
Mm-hmm. On my phone, I explained it in the morning. I fell asleep. Yeah, because like we convince ourselves that we won't forget. Like, oh, I remember. You know, I know it now. So I'm right. No, you wake up, you be like, oh, what the hell? You know, I forgot the whole damn dream. So keep that dream journal next to your bed. Keep that dream journal on deck, and I promise you, you will not forget.
Actually, we can set something up for sure. You know, you got the digits. But I gotta further explain this because I'm getting there's a Pisces that's either going to watch, and you have an unexplained dream. I'm because I keep seeing fish, so it's like the Pisces sign, but I'm seeing the fish for sure.
Or
And not
somebody pregnant.
look, and not because it's over here. Like I'm literally seeing the fish in my eye, and I'm like, okay.
And passed out. Ash, you sound like me. You sound like me. I am forever passing out after I wake back up. It's like, oh no, I'm good. Pass out again. Pisces moon. That's right, Ash. That's my Pisces moon right there.
So it must be you then, because I'm telling you, it's like right
That's
here.
right.
Okay, okay.
I love water moons. Y'all are the most intuitive. My oldest daughter is a Cancer moon. She sees right through people. Right. Like before they even open their mouth, she knows what they about. I'd be like, damn, that girl is sharp. She can see right through people. Cancer moon, Pisces moon, Scorpio moon. They're like walking lie detectors. That's crazy. Yeah, so we kind of like segued into Aspie. And as I said earlier, guys, the offer still stands while supplies last. I did buy at least 5 of these from the store. So those of you guys that book an Aspie, you will get My Future Looks Bright Peppermint Swirl Bubble Bath Powder. Okay, it is a crystal ball on the cover, helping you guys connect with your third eye. So that's crazy, Ash. I'm telling you, that's why we start the show at 11:11, because it is a angel number.
I'm still figuring mine out.
But you had a dream too, Rillis? Everybody should dream at night. Everybody needs to have a dream journal so that they can take notes about what they dreamt about. Because I'm telling you, everybody dreams at night. Everyone on the planet dreams. We just forget the dreams. So but everybody dreams at night.
You just also, Realist and Ashley, you both just actually reminded me of something else. So another era that I have been stepping into is a little more into my calling, my destined calling. I've known for years that I've been a healer. I've always known that. Just several instances, but I had the chance to actually heal someone a few days ago. And the way it happened, it was okay. And I just got instructions hot off the press, just like I be reading the cards, and I had to strip someone. And I know that it worked because there was this entity attached. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And the entity is no longer there because I had to take control over that. Because baby, you're not disrupting my sleep. Okay, I'm done. Okay.
Oh, really? Who you talking about coming in? Wait, hold up. Not to put you on the spot, but who you talking about coming to your dreams? I'm trying to put you on the spot or nothing.
Okay.
Well, he said he done. Okay. And then Nelson 37387 says that they dream at night. Yeah, everybody dreams at night, whether or not we remember it or not. Really, this is a trip. Oh my goodness. I'm done. I see you, realist. I see you. Okay.
I'm just like, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just sitting here and look at the
B said he's not touching that. Yeah, it's not many of us left. It's literally what? We're like a handful of people. Like, that's why I say, like, if you find your soul tribe, your soul family, like, stay close to them because it's not many of us left. It's a lot. Thank you so much. Received and reciprocated. Received and reciprocated. Protection over you as well. It's not many of us left. You know, it's a lot of bots. It's a lot of God, what do they call them in the video game? The players that are not real. They're just extras. I keep wanting to say MP3s, but that's not the right terminology. Those of you guys that play video games, what's the little extras in the video game? They're not real. They're just extras. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's a lot of bots, robots walking amongst us. So when you get around people that are like real, that are really about something, NPCs. Oh, the riot's on! Hey, girl, NPCs. Yes. It's a lot of NPCs walking amongst us. So when you find your soul tribe, stick close to them. Ooh. Yes. Welcome to your tribe. Welcome to your tribe, my love. So yeah. So again, guys, before we close out, I don't want to end tonight without giving someone the opportunity to ask B. I could have sworn I pinned your Cash App. I guess it didn't go through.
No, it did on my end.
Did it? Okay. ATL Shorty. Is that where you're from, Present Warrior 222?
We just take it nice and slow.
Oh my God. You know that song reminds me of college? That song reminds me of college so much. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that song reminds me of college. Because I played that song on repeat, driving up to App.
I think we all did.
Oh my God. You just made me just have like a flashback of college. Oh my goodness. Whew. That's crazy. See how certain songs can trigger certain memories? Like that song right there, it triggers college. Mm-hmm. It triggers college. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. So yeah. Well, he did a general reading, but we do like the personal readings for $11.11. I could have sworn I pinned your Cash App. Clearly it's not showing it was pinned on my end. But we do the readings at the end, my love. And then I just started this incentive for those of you guys that do book a reading. You'll get the My Future Looks Bright permanent. I'm sorry, I keep saying permanent. Peppermint Swirl Bubble Bath Powder to go along with your reading. So $11.11, yes, $11.11. So that's what we it's pinned. It's not pinned on my end, Ash. It's so weird. Like I'm seeing every comment but the one that I pinned. It's weird. It's so weird. It's granola. So yeah, so well, if we don't have anybody wanting to get a personal reading, you are welcome to DMB after the show ends. What are you holding up?
Unicorn.
A unicorn?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Thought it was a marshmallow at first. No, we just give this, we allow people to be able to book a reading towards the end of the show. So we don't need anyone to book it. It's completely up to you guys if you choose to, you know, book a reading with me, as well as you're able to book it offline, you know, so you're not putting your personal business out on the front street. If you feel more comfortable just DMing me, that is perfectly fine. But we just oh, do you want a reading? Okay. So yes, so it is $11.11, and according to the chat, his Cash App is pinned. So you would need to shoot B the Cash Apps. Hit B in the Cash App if you want a personal reading. And you don't have to get it online. It is completely up to you if you want to do it online or do it after the show wraps up. B, what is your hours of operation after we wrap up? Are you...
It's by appointment. I will set up an appointment with you.
Okay, so it's by appointment, Present Warrior 222. So you can always DM him. I will actually tag him in the reel after. Okay, so she said that she may hit you after the show. Okay, I'll tag him in the reel so that you have his information. Okay, and he will help you. Okay, he will help you. This live doesn't even give B the due justice that he is due. Like, he is literally a walking mystic. Like, what you saw today is like not even like the tip of the iceberg. Like, I'm telling you, before you even let him know what the problem is, he gonna tell you what to do about it. Okay, that's how lethal B is. That is how lethal he is. So yes, truth and balance, my love, truth and balance. So yes, okay, so this will conclude tonight's episode of Cards and Conversations. We thank you guys for being on with us. As you guys know, we do this every Tuesday, same time, same place, 11:11 Eastern Standard Time. We will upload this reel, this live, so that you guys are able to go back and rewatch it. Tell a friend. Each one teach one, reach one. Share. Make sure you like, comment. I almost said subscribe, but this is not YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, and follow. And yeah, we appreciate, love, and value you guys. And we will see you next Tuesday, same time, same place. Cards and Conversations, where every episode, thank you, Realists, every episode unfolds a deck of intriguing discussions. See you guys next week. Bye.
Peace.